Top of the morning, taillighties. My name is Rentleman Buck. Welcome to the mod release of about, I don't know, 46, 48 things. So yeah, big pack, big pack. First thing, no boats. This is the last video I'm probably going to do for FS19, at least on my channel, but as regarding the boats, no boats. Way too many people push me way too far over the boundary on those. Those are remaining private. The people that I've sent them to are the only ones that are going to have it. Unless someone decides to leak them and basically be an a-hole. Other than that, these are all only PC mods. With that being said, let's get right to it. There will be a link down in the description down below to everything on here. This is actually just going to be in a mega folder. There's about half of them, about 15 of these mods that aren't actually mine. So original, I'll give them all their credits once I get over to there. But original credit does go out to all of them. I just tweaked one major thing about those mods that will allow it. So starting off from the top, a handful of these mods you guys might already have, but in case you don't, here is the lowdown of them. We'll start off here with the toolbox kit. There's a handful of these. I just have the Matco. I didn't change anything on these. It's just they're on here. I kind of didn't. I just grabbed them straight from the folder. They've worked for everybody else in the group at the time. So that's another thing, is these are straight from the mod folders. Nothing really has been changed on them. I do have a few of them. The next up is the low trail tilt deck. I've used this in the landscaping series. You guys have seen this. The trailer will actually tilt back. Works like a car trailer. It's got all the different straps to go up and down the things. Maybe the HUD's just not working because I have that turned off. This does actually have straps to go down the entire sides of the bed. So that's a nice thing. We do also have the small towable camper. This is the only mod I ever tried to get on console, and then Giants turned me down for it, and I said, all right, bye-bye. So this is the only one that would have the caliper and potential to, but I'm not about to fight with them on that. My dad's little 12-foot Neil manufacturing trailer. I finally am letting up the reins on some of these things. My dad's truck is not in here, the 2016 F-150. There are still a lot of issues with that thing, nor do I have the intentions to ever release that one. We got the 40-foot Titan. This is, there's already a version of, I think, this one out, just those selectable versions. This one's just got all the, again, straps to go down the sides of the bed. You got them all mixable of paintable bed parts, so you can make the floor either be wood, Line-X, or diamond plate, and then change the color of it. Got the Pride of the Prairie. It's a 14 bale trailer. You can stack them on the back. You can put the large bales on there, just the collisions are kind of weird on them. Got the Summit and the Voltage campers. The Voltage is, of course, the toy hauler, and the Summit's just a massive, just uber long camper. You guys have seen him in the videos with Grant. I don't even really care anymore if he gets to 15,000. I'm just putting them out there. Really nice trailers. They do actually adjust on these. You can raise them up and down. This one just slides down, but the Summits actually can go forward, back, and up and down, so you can adjust them to the right of the trailer. And with the fifth wheel that's out in the Ram that you can take off and move, you can fit it there even if the bed's trailer's too low. In the fun section, we actually have the three-wheeler, Thicky Boy, Honda AX, RTX, something that's on back here. I can never remember the name of it. ATC 200X. It's just, I fattened everything about it. And, yeah, made a nice fat three-wheeler, which this one also actually has passenger, I think. Pretty sure of it. Yes, it now has passengers. So you can ride with 2 people on this thing, which is not recommended in real life. That'd be petrifying. I did fix the mower packs of the 0 turns with the mower deck, like, flying through the ground, as well as the casters. The casters do work. The only mower that was not fixed is the walker mower with the flexible deck. I tried doing the caster in the back wheel for some reason. That thing would not work, and it would only break it more when I kept trying. So that one's the only one out of that pack that did not get basically updated / fixed. We got the stand-on, same thing. Just fixed those casters. My dad's GS45, again, letting go of the reins on some of this stuff. Finally decided, you know what, just let it go. Have some fun. Let some people have fun with it. And last but not least, we have Bubbles. The worthless, does-nothing floor scrubber. But, I mean, hey, it's Bubbles. Don't be messing with my Bubbles. My Bubbles. He just literally turns on, acts like a floor scrubber. He makes the sounds and everything. So, just kind of a little bit of a fun mod, to say the least. And speaking of fun mods, let's go to the fun mod section. That's right. It's the SpongeBob bus and the Mystery Machine. They don't really function that much. I mean, the Mystery Machine, actually, you can open up the doors and set stuff on the back in there, but it doesn't do anything. Like, there's no collision walls, so those are just fun mods to say the least. I kind of just found the models and everything else, so that's kind of what it does with that. Uh, then you have the Aeromax Ford. This is where the passenger stuff starts to come into play. Every mod that's going to be in here from this point on that's like not trailer related, which these are the trail techs from the Wood River stuff. So you got like your long, heavy haul one, and then the wood and all that stuff. These are all optional stuff, things and whatnot, license plates and whatnot, all that. But those are now connected to the semis, which, again, the Aeromax. All the really differences between these now is that I actually added passenger to all of them. Same goes for the Western Star. It's no different, just added passenger. We'll go to the next section, which this is all the stuff that's not mine. All I did was change maybe one or two things visually, but they're just all passenger add-ons. Now, I know the G8 had passenger, but it was kind of funky where he put the people at, so I kind of just redid them all with the way I did the cars how I do. But Whiskey Sierra's Freightliner, that one now has passenger. This Freightliner Cascadia, don't remember who did that. That has passenger. The G8 has passenger. GMC has passenger. Passenger. Every one of these now just has passenger. I did fix a few errors with this Ram where the wheel turned the wrong way. Well, now it turns the right way, and your character is actually in the truck. Abe's truck now has passenger. This is that 2019 Ram. The only thing that doesn't really work on it is the bumper color. I don't really know why, nor do I really care enough to fix it now at this point, but it's a 5500 Ram. Big kudos to Ben Austin on the original version of this thing out of Expendables. The guy is an absolute legend. Did a lot of great mods this year. I just tweaked the truck to basically do a couple extra things. So it's got the Hemi under the hood and just kind of a basically work truck. That's about all it is. And then we got Grant's truck, same thing. That's just passenger. So that's kind of the lowdown on all of those. And if we go to the truck line, we have the 2020 F Series. Giants actually ended up fixing the wiper issue. I just noticed it with the all the fun stuff we had in the server for like combines and whatnot. So I guess Giants fixed that. There's nothing really much different on this truck besides it has the Wood River decals as well as Allied Cooperative. And I did end up just removing the wiper thingy on here. It just didn't do it. The call stacks and everything else is still the same. So this is just a kind of a slightly tuned up version maybe. Then you have the regular cab version of the truck. Again, just kind of tweaked it, fixed it, did a couple things to it. Enough to basically say that I fixed a lot. I took down the file size of this thing tremendously from what it was. It's still fairly large, but I mean, it'll do. Got Dodge Austin's 97 Ram, which this is just a basic farm truck again. It's the only thing that's really visually different is the fenders, the step sides, and then the mirrors. But it's just a cleaned up second gen. Well, it's a 1500 instead. It's still got the diesel sounds, but it's just a nice little truck. It's got a couple options on it. Nothing fancy. '08 Ford, nothing different besides passenger. Jake's Dodge, nothing but passenger. 99 crew cab. This truck's been public, but I just changed up the wheels and how the proportions and everything else was on them. I just gave it a set of Goodyear Wranglers, and kind of the rest is history. I did put a different set of sounds on it. And then now we get into the hot stuff that I know some people really wanted. 72 Ford F100. Basically the grandpa truck. The only things that don't work, like actually physically work, is the toppers. They're just visuals. But this truck's been a hot commodity. I know people have really wanted this thing. Now it's out. 97 Ford, 94 F Series. This one, passenger is really the only thing that's different. Got the 71 Cheyenne C10, C30, whichever one you call it, whichever one you prefer. Just the same thing. It's got the same options basically as the 72 Ford, just it's a Chevy. And it's got different sounds too, as well as that. GMC Top Kick, another one I know a lot of people wanted. It's just a cleaned up version of, it's the Kodiak, just the GMC's version. I got the mirrors to, no, those were already done doing that, but I just swapped out GMC steering wheel. Just a clean hauler truck, to basically say the least. The Ram, there's nothing different on it besides I fixed an issue in the bed where the collisions back here of the foot pegs that come down, they just went straight up. I forgot to make them go forward, so I fixed that now so you can set that over the top. I did not fix any of the issues because there was no issues in everything that I've looked at. There's no issues with the truck. So if you guys are still having the sounds or color errors, I have no idea. Please stop bugging me because I don't know how to fix it. And last goes the car line, which is the Prius, nothing different. Passenger, few plate options. Monte Carlo, passenger. And we got the Caprice, which is kind of interesting. It's a little interesting, but we do have straps on the top now, so technically it can become National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation if you really want to haul a tree. I got to thank Derek out of Expendables for letting me release this Nova. It was a project that he did a while ago, like 2-3 years ago, and I took it and just put some radial tires on it, as well as the rally rims and the SS rims. You can see them in the stores. There's a couple options. This one works with the manual transmission as well as a few of the other ones. You'll be able to see if it works with it or not because it'll show up if you have the mod in. Got the General Lee, another big one people have been asking for. So that one's another great addition. Car handles absolutely phenomenal. I've never had a car handle that well in FS, nor have I ever thought I could actually make a car handle that well. Mustang, all this one really has done to it is the rims, passenger. I changed up those inaccurate rims for the accurate ones, made it passenger, and then I also fixed its sound. It's got a different sound profile, so it actually sounds more like the regular ones. That's nice. And then lastly, we have this version. It's just configurable in the stores, but we got the WS6 Trans Am 2002. Just got a lot of stuff on it. You can pretty much make it a V6, V8, different hoods, ram air, flat hood, 4 different rims, options, T-tops, plates, Burt Reynolds edition. You can make a Trans Am and all that stuff. So, couple great things on there, but that's pretty much everything that we have in this massive release pack. Like I said, the link will be down in the description down below. You can download all these individually, or you can probably be that one guy that's just going to download the whole 5 GB folder more than likely, because I think that's about what it tallied up to be maximum. That's like max 5 GB, minimum maybe 4.5, somewhere around there. But thank you all so much for the ability of the learning curve of all this stuff now in 19. Forgive my frames there. It's kind of when you got 50 mods that are like really detailed. Your computer tends to take a dump. But thank you all so much for being in the supporting crowd that you guys have been. I really do appreciate that, as at the beginning of this game 3 years ago, I was nobody. I was basically like everybody else. Then I kind of got myself into a nest of being able to work my way up to the point I'm at. Kind of one of those started from the bottom, now we're here jokes. Except it's actually true, and I don't really know how I got here, but heck, we're rolling with it, we're having fun with it, and I can't wait to see what 22 brings. So thank you all so much for everything you guys have done. Hope you guys enjoyed this for the ones that are sticking around in 19 for a little while. Hopefully this makes your guys' RP stuff better, just mainly for the passenger. That's a lot of what this stuff is. Otherwise, I'd only have about 5 vehicles out here. But be sure to smash that like button, subscribe down below, and also be sure to check out the Boomstick Club for all the up-to-date content from me and the gang. You all already know who's in it at this point. And I'll see you guys all in the next one. This is Randall, and